Hi Virgo, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors, and darling, this is your What the Fuck weekly reading for the 28th of September through to the 3rd of October. Just trying to get you a spirit card for the week. Lovely. So let's see what this says. Virgo, you have got reach for your dreams. What a beautiful card. I am the creator of my own dreams and achieve them with confidence. Wow. So darlings, let's find out what's been going on with you this week. So what has happened to Virgo? What started the what the fuck for them? And then, my darlings, facing your fears and taking your fucking power back. And then your manifestation, your wish fulfillment on why it may be fucked. Your movement, your journey, where the fuck you need to be, Virgo. And then what you can do about the situation. That's what's out of your hands. The reconnecting to the true you, Virgo, thank you. And then the outcome. Okay. So, my darlings, what started the what the fuck, you have got the Eight of Chalices. Now, it could be that you decided to go out on a bit of a quest, try and learn something new, try and do something new, try and to travel somewhere new even. But I'm getting that there was a lot of research required around this. And I'm getting that at some point you may have been quite confused on which way to go. However, the sun is shining down on you, so that's all positive. And your cups are all in the upright, and they're saying that they've got your back over this. But you're still in a bit of a pickle as to where to go with this. And if you look at the next card, facing your fears and taking your power back, the priest is actually calling you to him. He's got his hand outstretched and he's saying, come on, you need to look at tradition around this. You need to step into the circle and know that you are loved and protected, that the sun is beating down, has got your back not once but twice. Draw the energy from it. And he's just saying to you, it's tradition. You need to look and you need to look deeper into your own traditions, but you may need also to start your own traditions off around you in order for you to understand the Six of Pentacles. Now, This is about giving and taking with dignity and grace. And I'm getting that the High Priest has got a lesson for you in facing your fears. And I think one of your fears would be that you have to be taking from somebody, that you have to be dependent on somebody. You would much rather be the giver. But what this card and the priest clearly says is learn to give and take with dignity and grace. Learn from yourself, your inside yourself, how to deal with the situation. Take responsibility. If you are giving, take responsibility that the person receiving isn't feeling that it is charity, that it is something to give them a hand while they are feeling or while they're in dire straits, and then when the opportunity arises that they will be able to return that compliment. And also when you're receiving, is not to receive with reluctance in your heart, because that is not dignity and not grace, and it certainly isn't being responsible for your part of that action. So lovelies, facing your fear and taking your power back, look at tradition and allow that to open up for you what true charity and kindness actually means, because I get that you forget yourself in that equation, Virgo. I get that you give a lot out, but you're reluctant to receive back. It's one of your worst nightmares is to be dependent or on somebody else. However, you know, there is lots of different levels and different kinds of dependency. And, you know, when none of us are islands, darling, at some point we are going to have to reach out and accept some sort of charity. And it is up to us. It's our responsibility on how we receive that. So going forward, your wish fulfillment, your manifestation and why it may be fucked. The only reason this could possibly be fucked is other people around you. Because I'm getting that you're standing beautifully in this power. You know you've got magic. You understand this magic. You know you can stir that pot and make this happen. Now this Sith, she draws down energy from the goddess, from the moon, and she adds some magic into that pot. And then she asks the Fae folk to add their little bit as well. And I'm kind of getting that whatever it is that you make, what you're stirring that pot for, is the thing that's going to take you forward. It's the thing that's going to stand you in good stead, my lovelies. But you need to get it out of your manifestation and into your life. So you need to stop wishing about it and start manifesting as if it is happening. And that is... But if, for example, if you want a new car, just don't go, oh, I want a new car. But that won't happen to me because that's a cancellation. What you do is you write down a piece of paper, my car arrived today, and you describe it. And you describe the feeling of how you felt when you sat in it for the first time, when you went and filled it up with petrol, when you was driving it down the street and you turned a few heads because it's a bit unusual colour. All of that sort of thing. That's real manifestation. So if that's what you're doing, if you are manifesting that you want magic, you've already got the magic. You just need to get that into your main reading. Get it out of your thoughts and into your life, my darlings. Now, your movement, your journey, where the fuck you need to be. The moon's saying, I'm illuminating a path forward for you. And there's going to be truths and untruths to be sorted along the way. But don't look at the distortion. Because I am getting that maybe you are a bit confused around certain issues that distort what it is that's going on for you at the moment. And that could be around your acceptance of help. Because what you can do about the situation is you've got the Ten of Pentacles, this completion of family, and this is a new beginning. It could be that there's all sorts of different generations around you that are willing to help, but you're so fucking independent that you're kind of saying, no, it's all right. And the family are going, yeah, but we're doing it anyway, so you might as well come along for the ride. And you're kind of like, yeah, all right. But why wouldn't you want a completion of your family? Why wouldn't you want to know all the generations are doing well? And right in behind that, if you allow this to come in, this Ten of Pentacles to come in, and allow this completion to go ahead, you've got the Harvest card. This is sowing seeds for future generations. This is sowing seeds for next month, next year, the year after. But your harvest is definitely coming in, right in behind the Ten of Pentacles. And what you can do about the situation is ensure that harvest keeps coming in. Because if you don't, you'll never get your tradition. You'll never get to this place where you are comfortable with receiving. And clearly, you are receiving a lot at the moment. And it doesn't have to be charity. It could be that you are being absolutely 100% successful and you're wondering what the fuck is happening and why it's happening to you. It's happening to you because you put the hard work in. You've put the hard work in and it's now coming to fruition. And I think you're kind of struggling with the concept a little bit, Virgo. So, what the fuck is out your hands, what you can't do anything about, what the universe may be holding for you, what the fuck is just around you, and there's nothing you can do about it, is communication. Now, this can be quick communication, it can be fleeting communication, it can be communication that's fucked, it could be a text message that's not finished, it could be a text message that comes in and somebody blocks you and you can't respond to it, it could be a letter that turns up and you don't know quite what to do with it. Go back to your source and find out about it, but it's being held at the moment. So it could be held up communication. You could be expecting a letter and it's not coming forward at the moment. It could be that you're waiting for a phone call and that too is held up. Virgo, do not worry about it, because as soon as you've cleared some of this, as soon as you've taken on board about what it is that is stopping you, is blocking you, things will start to move, because your reconnection card is nature, and this is you starting to understand about your self-restrictions, about what you're limiting yourself to do, because I'm getting that those traps you're setting are for yourself, they're not for anybody else. And that bear's looking at you going, oh, fuck off, I'm going to go and dance with the wood nymph, do it bloody like. Because he's bored. He's bored with it. He ain't going to put his paw in that trap. But I'm getting that this is you, self-restricting, self-limiting. And that's how you're going to reconnect to the true you. You are going to, that trap, you are going to release it. You're going to let it go. And you are going to understand what it means to self-limit and self-restrict wholeheartedly. And then you will move straight back to who you really are. So your outcomes, darlings, I'm getting that there's quite a few egos around you that need fucking sorting out, Virgo. They really do. Give them a bloody slap. Do something with them. But these egos, I'm not getting that they're unkind. I'm kind of getting that this may be young energy. This may be the energy of the pre-25-year-olds that have got a lot of big I am ideas, and sorry to say this, but pups, really. Go with the flow over it, Virgo, because they will sort themselves out eventually, but I'm kind of getting that you're getting really fed up with them, even though they come along and they can make magic, but they can make mischief as well. And I'm getting that it's the mischief that you're fucked off with, because Virgos wouldn't really put up with that too kindly, having that amount of mischief around them at one point. So with your Five of Wands, if you're bringing these people together for any reason, make sure that you keep them occupied, that you kept a rein on them, and that they're there to make magic and not mischief, my darlings. So the bottom of the deck, you have the Life's Lesson, you have the Three of Pentacles. This is coming together. The pupil becoming the tutor becoming the pupil. This is information coming from a surprising source. This is information that is going to be really beneficial for you in the long term. So, my darlings, let's ask the angels and the ancestors for some knowledge, wisdom and guidance for this week. Now, with Taurus, I couldn't get any bloody cards out for them at all. It started with the shuffle on the main deck and then it carried on to this deck. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. I did a clearing on all the decks and I'm kind of thinking that the decks are kind of like asleep a little bit. Very nice. Anything else? Thank you. Okay, so first card that came out is the Moon, and this is take note of intuitive messages. And then you have the Sage, be devoted and committed. You have the Lord, and this says take charge with authority. You also have the Hunter, and he says track down your fears and desires. And the Knight tells you be brave and honest. And even if you're not honest with anybody else, Virgo, please be honest with yourself, because that's what the priest is trying to illuminate for you. Darlings, that's your reading, 28th of September to the 3rd of October. I can't believe we're in October. And darlings, I will catch up with you in the next reading. Take care of yourself for now. Bye bye.